One thing about me is I don't want to hear the guilt tripping. I don't want to hear, oh, you never spent time with it. Don't do that. If David killed Goliath at the age of 16, you are very capable of also breaking generational curses. You have 15-year-olds making millions of dollars. Like, come on now. I do not want to hear you say that you can't pursue something because it's oversaturated. Everybody and their mama doing that. So everybody ain't you.
Surrender your will and just ride. Love yourself in the meantime. Never feed into the lies. You know your heart desires. Shorty giving us stuff, but she fed up. Yeah. Shorty giving us stuff. Shorty giving us stuff.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Christiana, Christy for short. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We are back with another video. My main focus on this channel is to help you guys take your lives back as young believers. And maybe you are a non-believer, you are also welcome here. I want to also help you take your life back in a way that I believe to be the best way, which is with God and with the word and with prayer and common sense. As y'all know, I am not going to sugarcoat. So if you're looking for somebody who's going to sugarcoat, hit the road, kick rocks. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to be 100% real with you. If you are ready to grow with me and learn with me, hit that subscribe button and let's get right into the video. This video is titled Beliefs That Are Limiting You. Recently, I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of self-evaluating, and coming to the realization that there are a lot of things within myself that were holding me back that I really needed to come to terms with. Over time, as you go on about your life, different people will speak things into you. They will voice their opinion. They will tell you what they think about things that you have gone through and about things that you are currently going through. As time progresses and as you walk through life, it is inevitable that you will start to form beliefs. Beliefs are an amazing thing. Limiting beliefs, not so much. We want to completely eliminate limiting beliefs moving forward so that we can grow and elevate and continue to step out of our comfort zones, and so we can accomplish all of the goals that we want to accomplish. Before we get into discussion, I want you to ask yourself, what may or may not be holding me back? I want you to really think about beliefs that you may have or doubts you may have about yourself, or things that have been spoken over you and over your life that have maybe hindered your ability to work towards success. Really ask yourself, what is holding me back? What beliefs do I have that are hindering my growth? I have had to ask myself these same questions because for so long I felt I was living under beliefs that were projected onto me. It gets to a point where you need to just say enough is enough, and you need to come to the realization that limiting beliefs will only limit you. You may also think that certain beliefs you have are good when they are not. Let's discuss some limiting beliefs that may or may not be hindering you. So 1, the belief that you are running out of time. I cannot stress it enough. Slow all the way down. Take a breather, take a beat. As young believers, I know it's very, very difficult to take things slow, to work at a normal pace. Maybe you are constantly in the mindset of Jesus is coming soon. It is the end times. How much time do we really have? I know. I just want to reassure you, remind you, we are never promised tomorrow. That is very true. But I would like to reassure you and let you know that God still wants you to enjoy life. God is a God who is very understanding, and he knows that a lot of us are young. We still have a lot of life to live. So let me be the one to tell you to stop worrying about everything that is going on. The fires and the war, all of it. Take a breather. Separate yourself from the world for a minute. Focus in on yourself and focus on God. His word says, be anxious for nothing. Let tomorrow worry about itself. I just want to remind you that you're good. You are going to have the opportunity to live and to breathe and to succeed. And I want to speak that over you to motivate you and to push you in everything that you are pursuing. And another thing is quality over quantity is so important. If you are rushing to get so many things done, you are going to get nowhere very fast. And you're going to be really upset when you put in a lot of work at a very fast pace, only to realize the quality isn't adding up. Take a beat, slow down, take your time through everything that you're pursuing so that the quantity complements the quality. You are capable of doing both. Even if it may take a little longer, it is okay. Quality over quantity always. It is so much better for you to take your time through things as opposed to rushing to get everything done just to find out that none of it actually paid off in the end. Imagine if you actually focused on what you were doing and you actually invested your time and your headspace into everything that you are doing. Imagine if you were intentional about everything you are pursuing, even if it takes just a little longer, and just wait until it pays off. Watch your hard work and dedication and time and effort pay off. You don't have to rush. I know that hustle culture and getting everything done all at once and being successful by the time you turn 20, 24, and that's obviously still a possibility, but you rather have that long-term success as opposed to just having one really good year just to watch it plummet. Another thing is when we do take our time, it is a lot easier for us to be consistent. If we are rushing constantly, whether you know it or not, your brain and your body and your well-being is going to become overwhelmed and drained and tired. It is a lot easier for you to take your time and to take breaks in between and to breathe in between. It is a lot easier to do that and also be consistent. You do not have to rush. Nobody's rushing you. Only you are rushing you. Take a deep breath. Really evaluate and examine everything that you want to accomplish and strategize what it will take to get there, and be so keen on your performance and the quality in which you do things, and watch your hard work pay off. Just watch and thank me later. The second limiting belief is you can't pursue your passion because it is already taken. I don't know who came up with this, but this is something that I have definitely been hindered by. I do not want to hear anybody, I do not want to hear you say that you can't pursue something because it's oversaturated, because everybody's doing that. Everybody and their mama doing that. So? Everybody ain't you. Nobody is going to do what they are doing in the way that you will. Nobody. Everybody is different. Everybody has a different way of seeing things, and everybody takes a different approach in their passion. You cannot sit here and give me the excuse that you can't start a business because everybody's starting a business. Do not sit here and tell me that. You cannot sit here and tell me that you cannot get that scholarship because it's already taken. You better get that scholarship. And when you get it, come and talk to me. Do not sit here and tell me that too many people are doing social media. Don't sit here and tell me that. If you don't pick up that phone, let me put something into perspective for you. There are billions upon billions of dollars on this planet to be made. Still to be made. There is money being generated as we speak. Do not sit here and tell me that your passion is taken. That passion is on you and in you for a very particular reason. You are drawn to do that thing for a very particular reason. And I don't want you to sit here and tell me that, no, it's just, I feel inspired because I see everybody else doing it. I don't want to hear that. You are still thinking about that thing for a very particular reason. And you are still drawn to do that thing for a very specific reason. Do not sit here and make excuses for yourself. Get up and pursue your passion. And if you do see an opportunity, take it before it is taken. And then you have to wait then you do have to wait. And just a little tip for you: consume less than you produce. Matter of fact, don't even consume. I've gotten to the point of just posting and getting off socials, posting and getting off. I cannot tell y'all how happy I was when I saw TikTok banned. I can't tell you how happy I was. And now it's up again. But the reason I was happy is because TikTok was genuinely addicting, and I feel like I realized that if I'm not producing, I'm consuming. And if I'm over consuming, how can I produce? Because when you overconsume, whether you know it or not, you are comparing yourself to that person and to that person and to that person's success and to that person's bank account without even realizing it. Stop consuming. Unless you watching this video, unless you on my channel, stop consuming and start producing. You don't want to get caught up in comparison. And when you overconsume, that is what you're doing. Whether you know it or not, that is what is going on in here and in here. So consume less, produce more. Belief number 3 is you are too young to break generational curses. Let me tell you something. I'm 20 years old and I can feel generational curses being broken as we speak, just because I've made the decision to get out of my comfort zone. I am uncomfortable right now. I'm trying to tell y'all, you do not need to be older in order to break generational curses. You do not need to be older in order to be successful. That is a lie. All you need is God. All you need is a vision. If you consistently get on your knees and pray to God for financial freedom and the breaking of generational curses, when it has to do with mental health, when it has to do with relationships and marriages and finances and jobs and careers, if you consistently and persistently confide in God for those things, see how he makes a way for you. See how he makes everything fall into place. Trust his timing. It may not happen overnight, but be consistent. Staying consistent in prayer shows him that you are continuously trusting him. Even if you wake up in the morning with $0 in your bank account, even if you wake up in the morning and your car ain't starting, thank God. Because when one door closes, another one opens. I am the youngest person in my family. Being the youngest and also just being young and being a young believer, being a young Puerto Rican and Black believer in 2025, having so many goals and aspirations, it is hard. Y'all, a girl keeps having technical difficulties. We're back. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you are too young to break generational curses. Don't let anybody tell you that you're too young to succeed. That is some nonsense. Straight up. You have 15-year-olds making millions of dollars. 16-year-olds making millions of dollars. Like, come on now. If you want it for yourself and for everybody you love, you gotta eliminate your limiting beliefs. You have to get out of the mindset of, I'm incapable. If it took them that long, there's no way I can do that. If they're that old and that successful, there's no way I could do that. I want to pull y'all back to scripture for a second. The word says with God, not with age, not with 20 years of experience, not with hundreds of thousands of dollars of investments, not with family wealth. It says with God, all things are possible. Okay? I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. It does not matter. I know y'all know the story of David and Goliath. I know you do. Okay? I know you do. When David killed Goliath, when David slayed this giant, the word speaks about how youthful he was and about how nervous and rosy-cheeked he was, insinuating that he was very young, describing him as very small and frail. Y'all, David had to be no more than 16 years old. Okay, between 13 and 16 when he killed Goliath. If you have giants, if you have people hindering your growth, making you feel like you are incapable, making you feel like you will not accomplish anything that you want to accomplish, if you have people feeding you lies on a day-to-day basis, and you go to people with your accomplishments and they tell you that you need to do more without even crediting all of the hard work that you invested into completing that accomplishment, baby, they gotta go. They gotta go. Celebrate every accomplishment, big and small. I don't care how young you are. I do not care. If David killed Goliath at the age of 16, you are very capable of also breaking generational curses. It don't matter how old you are. And I speak that over you and I declare that over you in the name of Jesus. Take your life back. You could be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You could be in your 30s. It is never too late. Age is really just a number when it comes to your life, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your aspirations. Age is only a number. If you have God and if you have common sense, if you have any sense, okay, it don't even have to be common. If you have sense, if you have a vision, and if you have the mental capacity to listen and to comprehend everything I'm saying right now, you are more than capable of accomplishing everything that you want to accomplish. And we really need to be fasting in prayer on a day-to-day basis against anything and anybody who may be holding us back from fulfilling the purpose God has for us. It does not matter how old you are. Your age does not matter. All you need is God and all you need is a vision. That is all you need. Belief number 4 is separating yourself is selfish. This is inaccurate. Separating yourself when it is necessary is not in any way selfish. If you're around people who are not on the same page as you or who do not see eye to eye with you as it pertains to your future and where you want to be down the line, then it is okay to separate yourself. One thing about me is I don't want to hear the guilt tripping. I don't want to hear, oh, you never spend time with it. Don't do that. We can kiki here and there. We can catch up and we can, babe, if I'm not around you 24/7, just know I'm working. Okay, just know. I don't want to hear the guilt tripping. That's not okay. We don't do that. If you want to be financially free, then hang around broke people a lot less. Place yourself, like physically place yourself in environments that you want to be in and that I'm pissed. The devil is a liar. I want my last straw. He tried me. Jesus. Place yourself in environments that you want to be in and that you want your friends and family to be in down the line. Save up money to put yourself on a first class flight so that you can experience it. Ingrain that lifestyle into you if that is something you want long term. Sometimes you gotta separate yourself. Sometimes you have to allow God to set you apart. Sometimes you have to be the odd one out. And sometimes it is going to feel uncomfortable. But in order for God to use you in the way that He wants to, in order for God to fully execute the plan and the purpose He has over your life, you gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta separate yourself a little. You have to see things from your personal and individual point of view in order to really succeed. You cannot get to where you want to be piggybacking off of everybody else. Everybody else ain't going where you going. Separate yourself. Still make time for other people, but separate yourself and have tunnel vision the entire way in order to get to where you want to be. Period. Keep in mind that the same way you are who you hang with, you are what you eat too. And I say that to say that if you are constantly indulging in a lifestyle that does not pertain to where you're going and that does not align with where you're going and with what God has for you down the line, you are not going to have that same excitement. You're not going to have that same level of motivation and passion to work towards your goals. I had to separate myself from the 9-to-5 lifestyle. I had to separate myself and remove myself from that mindset of going to college. And not everybody has to do this. I'm speaking from my personal experience. I had to remove myself because I felt the Lord tugging me in a different direction. And when the Lord tugs you in a different direction, don't start walking over here. That's going to be an issue. And it's not going to feel good on your conscience. If you feel passionate over here, why are you going over here? I know everybody else going over here, but you're not going that way. The enemy going to have to stop playing with me. Place yourself in settings that motivate you. Have conversations with people that want to add value to your life. None of that extra rah-rah, okay? We don't have time for the meaningless conversations. We don't. If you are around people who are living in the past, people who do not affirm you, people who do not get excited when you accomplish really big things, things that to them may seem very small but to you are very big, then it is more than okay to separate yourself. And belief number 5 is that you need validation and money to start your journey. Baby, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna only say it once. It is 2025. We have more resources than our folks had back in the day, okay? We have the ability to learn any skill, any topic. We have the ability to actually become experts on any topic we choose. And we have the ability to make a killing off of them. And we don't need money to start. All it takes is mental capacity and effort and patience. If you are willing to do it, then you are capable. You are more than capable. Ask anybody who is successful and they will tell you that they started from nothing. Unless, of course, you had your parents hand down their wealth to you. Good for you. But if you are trying to become the rich parent, okay, baby, start from nothing. And don't be afraid to let people see you start from nothing. Don't be afraid to let people see your progress. Stop checking your like count. Stop checking your comments. Stop checking your views. None of that matters. What matters is your consistency. What matters is how willing and how patient you are through all of it. And what matters is how much you trust God for the purpose He has over your life. When He makes a promise, what you think? He finna break it or something? You think He was just saying that? When He said that He promises us a hope in the future, you thought He was kidding? You thought He was joking? You are more than capable. And you don't need validation from anybody except God and except yourself. Go hard consistently. Fail unapologetically and watch your hard work pay off. Watch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to leave my socials down below. Please feel free to contact me with any questions, comments, or feedback that you may have. I pray that this message blessed you in the way that it was supposed to. I pray that the Lord spoke to you in the way that He meant to. And I pray that you come back for the next video. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Join the family. Let's continue to learn and grow together. I'm also going to leave my podcast down below. Feel free to subscribe. Check out the videos that I have on there. We're going to continue to grow both platforms. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for continuously showing your support and sending me your love. I more than appreciate it. Thank you. Take this word with you. Apply it to your life with intention, y'all. That is a word that God has been showing me so persistently, and He's been ingraining it in me. Be intentional. Continuously be intentional. I am also going to leave starter Bibles for my new believers down below. Feel free to check them out. Y'all, if this video blessed you, leave a like and a comment. Let me know how it blessed you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.
All this time you've been waiting your turn. They can never take what's yours. It's already written, baby girl, don't trip. He already